All right, let's jump right in. In the next few minutes, we're going to really dig into the essential financial systems that are, well, the backbone of any modern hotel. And look, if you're serious about a career in hospitality, mastering these tools isn't just helpful, it's absolutely critical. Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. My goal here is pretty simple, to share some crucial insights from the world of modern hospitality operations. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out or you've been in the industry for a while. I guarantee this journey into the hotel's digital core will be invaluable for your professional growth. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with the big picture, the digital backbone. Then we'll zoom in on the central system, the PMS, and see how we capture revenue with POS systems. After that, we'll get into payments and reporting. And we'll wrap it all up with what I think is the most important piece of the puzzle, the human element. Sound good? Let's get started. Okay, first up, the digital backbone. We're going to take a look at the massive shift from the old days of manual logs to the super smart connected systems that power hotels today. It really wasn't that long ago that being a hotel cashier meant dealing with stacks of paper records and these giant physical ledgers. The change to what we have today is, well, it's like night and day. Success in this role now isn't about being a great manual bookkeeper. It's all about mastering a whole suite of integrated tools, from the property management system right down to the payment devices. So you might be wondering, what's at the very heart of this digital ecosystem? Well, that would be the single most important piece of software you will interact with every single day, the property management system, or as we all call it, the PMS. I love this analogy because it's just so perfect. Thinking of the PMS as the hotel's central nervous system is exactly right. It's the thing that connects literally every single department. We're talking housekeeping, reservations, the front office, the restaurant, everything. It makes sure everyone has the same information in real time. Basically, it's the one single source of truth for all guest and operational data. So when you're working inside the PMS, what are you actually doing? Well, your day-to-day is going to be things like reviewing a guest's folio, that's just the term for their itemized bill, and posting any new charges. You might be using a system like Oracle Opera, maybe Muse or Cloudbeds, and while they all look a little different, your goal is always the same, making sure every single detail is perfect. Becoming proficient at this is honestly non-negotiable. Okay, so if the PMS is the brain, the central nervous system, how does it get all those messages from the rest of the body, from all the different parts of the hotel? Great question. That's where point of sale systems, or POS systems, come into play. Think about it. A modern hotel makes money in a ton of different ways, right? You've got your restaurants and bars, the spa, maybe some retail shops. Well, the POS system is what captures every single one of those transactions right at the point of sale. And they're much more than just cash registers. A smart POS can even prompt staff with upselling opportunities, directly boosting revenue. All that data they collect, it is the absolute lifeblood of the hotel's finances. Let's follow the journey of just one single charge. A guest has a nice dinner at the hotel restaurant. The server enters that into the restaurant's POS system. Instantly, that information zips over to the PMS and pops up right there on the guest's folio. So, what's your role in all this? At checkout, you are the final checkpoint. You're the one who verifies that whole data journey was accurate and can answer any questions the guest might have. All right, now we get to what I like to call the moment of financial truth. This is all about processing payments and handling your end-of-shift reports, and this is where there is absolutely no room for error. Accuracy and trust are everything. Look, handling payments is so much more than just swiping a card. If you want to avoid frustrating guests, and trust me, you do, and protect the hotel from financial loss, you have to understand the little details, the nuances of how payment processing actually works, especially with credit cards. Okay, this is one of the most misunderstood concepts out there. An authorization hold. Let me be super clear. It is not a charge. It's simply a temporary block of funds on a guest card to guarantee payment. If you mishandle these, like say you forget to request a higher authorization when a guest extends their stay, you're going to get declined payments and some very difficult guest conversations. Getting this right is crucial. So your shift is over. Now what? The reconciliation process begins. You're going to review your reports, count your cash drawer against your starting cash balance. We call that your float, and resolve any discrepancies before you hand over. Your accuracy here is absolutely vital. because the night audit team is relying completely on your data to be perfect so they can close out the hotel's business day. Okay, we've talked a lot about systems and technology, but now I want to switch gears and talk about the single most important component of all, the essential human element. Because technology is an amazing tool, but it's just that, a tool. You're the professional who actually wields it. I mean, just look at how much payment technology has changed. Some of you might not even remember those clunky old manual credit card imprinters. Today, it's all seamless, integrated terminals. But guess what? It's not stopping. The future is digital wallets, QR codes, automated posting, and what that means for you is that you have to be a continuous learner. You have to adapt. This quote right here perfectly captures the core message. Yes, technology makes us more accurate and efficient for sure, but it can't think for you. It cannot manage the complex, dynamic, and very human environment that you find in a hotel. And that really gets to the heart of what defines a truly great hospitality professional. The systems give you the data, but you provide the critical thinking to analyze it. You provide the judgment to interpret it, and you provide the professional communication to explain it all to a guest. These are the skills that technology simply can't replace. So at the end of the day, mastering these systems isn't just about learning which buttons to press. It's about gaining the confidence and the efficiency to be that calm, professional, and reliable steward of the hotel's financial operations. You're the one ensuring everything runs smoothly for both the guest and for the business. And so that brings us to one final critical thought to leave you with. As technology continues to automate more and more of the routine tasks, what then becomes the single most vital skill for a hospitality professional like you to cultivate for the future?